Hi, this is Rachelle with Scrapcraftastic, and I'm going to be sharing some of the most recent printables, and I'm going to be sharing what is available for August for patrons and for the YouTube channel members over on the Plan With Me channel. The dashboard for August for this channel will be released on the 1st, and I'm not going to share that with you yet. We'll look at that at another time, but just so you get kind of an idea of what the dashboards look like, this is the dashboard for July. So if you are a channel member, this is still available. So you have until the end of the month to download this. If you are a stash member, then all of the most recent dashboards are available to you. And you can go ahead and download those. You'll find the links on the community tab to everything. So I just wanted to share that. Um, this is what the dashboards kind of look like, depending on the month. Okay, let's get into this. This is the new release for the Scrapcraftastic Plan With Me channel. It is a monthly grid, and this is the design I chose. I've reduced it. It's actually a full 8.5 by 11 design so that you can use it with half letter, but I reduced it so that I can use it in my B6. And I printed it on paper and on sticker paper. So I don't know if you can see the color variance. I just wanted to demonstrate that depending on what you print on, the color may vary. So again, this is just regular 20-pound paper, and this is the sticker paper. I think this one has a more reddish undertone, and this one is more yellowy. And I don't think I printed at best quality. I just printed at normal quality. So even printing at best quality would give me different colorways for these. But I printed this at 84% to hopefully be able to fit into my Stalogy. And this is the Stalogy. Let me show you an example of a previous month. So this is a month where I reduced the size. I did the same thing in May. So I reduced the size to fit the page. This was June's. Then this is July. And I like to put the vellum in sometimes for the month, but I'm holding it up so you can see both pages at the same time. But yeah, so that's what that will look like somewhat when I put it in to this planner. Then we move on to the printable inserts. I printed August and I chose the vertical version. This also comes in a horizontal version. It comes in a variety of different sizes. I'll list all the sizes for you on the screen. Just to give you an example, I use the classic version in my composition notebook. So this is the vertical weekly. I think I might have put some horizontal. Okay, so this is what the horizontal looks like for the classic size, and they all come with the monthly. So again, this is what it looks like decorated. I was talking with a friend recently and we were discussing why I'm not using my composition notebook. And she pointed out that I'm not using it because it's not Halloween or Christmas, and that I tend to focus more on my composition notebook spreads during that time because I want to do all the decorating. And you know what? She was right. So I'm thinking I'm just going to do monthlies in here until we get to the fourth quarter. And then I will hopefully get the inspiration to decorate and work in the composition notebook again. So this may be just a monthly, play around with it monthly just for the month, and then for weekly spreads and monthly spreads through the fourth quarter. Hopefully that'll work. But looking back at this, I see what she means because I did a lot for October in here. Yes. Not so much, I don't think, for November of last year. I did a little bit, but I do like, yeah, I did. Okay. And then we jumped to December. I missed 1 week in November. We jumped through to December. And I think I fell off a little bit. Yeah, because I was kind of tired. And I think a lot of it had to do with the move. It's been a year now. I can't believe a year has gone by that fast, but it has actually been a year. And I'm finding myself being more and more inspired. And I also followed her suggestion. She suggested that I go back and look at some of my previous Plan With Me videos. I didn't specifically do that, but I went back and looked at my TikTok videos, my TikTok posts, and that was a little inspiring. So, because a lot of times I look back at things and I'm like, wow, I can't believe I did that. I really did that. So, yeah, I'm going to try and look at more Plan With Me videos in general. That keeps me inspired as well. But back to the inserts. So, they do come in vertical and horizontal each month, and these are for patrons. So this monthly calendar grid is for the Scrapcraftastic Plan With Me channel. I'll link in the description box below. And I'll try to also break down what printables come with what membership because I do have a few different memberships and I know a lot of people get confused. So I'm going to break that down in the description box below for you. And I may make a post over on Patreon that'll be free to the public also about this topic so that it's clear and I can probably save that post so when people have questions, they can refer to that. Anywho, so these are for the half letter PR and social media planner, which is this, which is what I just showed you. I started trying to use some of my throwback inserts in here. Again, I was not that inspired to work in it for July, but I did do a little something. I just didn't write anything. But this insert, this printable is available in the Scrapcraftastic Etsy shop. I am ramping up the shop again, so periodically I will be adding new inserts. But again, this one is available there now, and it has the Monday start. It goes Monday through Saturday, then Sunday is stacked under Saturday. You have note space, to do space, and then a small grid space to do with whatever you want. And this is just a simple demo of the kind of decorating you can do. I didn't decorate it a lot, just a little washi tape, a little seasonal holiday spread. So there is that. That's all about the printables. And we may go ahead and put these in that planner. Then this is for Scrapcraftastic patrons. This is the monthly printable, and it's got headers, some boxes, the dates, a little deco, the days of the week, and the month. So pretty simple, straightforward. It doesn't necessarily have to be used as a monthly. I have used the monthlies before as a spread, I think. I'm trying to remember where I did that. Pretty sure I did. I think this was it. Yes. So for this week, I used the monthly, I think this might have been for March, combined with the journaling stickers. So you don't have to use it just for the monthly. Okay. Example of that. And I'm probably going to do the same thing with this one. I don't know. Maybe we'll just do it in the composition notebook. So this printable is for the journaling stickers for the month of August 2026. And for the most part, for this month, I went with a midnight blue and a blush pink with gold accents. I know that's not specifically a color scheme you would associate with August, but I kind of wanted to do something different, something that I hadn't done, and just kind of go with the flow. So basically, it's a midnight theme or a twilight dusk theme for the month. And this is what we got. We got a little marble pattern. We got some stripes, some floral, of course, and we actually have some dots in there, some circles. So that is the journaling stickers for August. Let me show you. And I should have tabbed all of this. We're going to look at these stickers again, but this is an example of how you can use the journaling stickers. If you're not journaling, if you want to just use them in your planner, this is an example of how you can do that. So for this, I use mainly journaling stickers with some boxes, a mixture of elements. And these are daily pages. So, okay, so that shows what that looks like. Then for the scene stickers, which are, I try to do scenes or deco. This is the one for August, and we went with, again, a twilight, dusk, midnight vibe, and then just some glam type elements as well, because I was kind of leaning towards feminizing that colorway with the midnight blue. We got a boudoir, we got makeup, again, a travel bag, shoes, florals, butterflies. Nice and girly, but not a typical girly pink colorway. There is pink, but we still got that midnight blue in there. Then I'm not sure if I shared these on the channel previously or not, so I am sharing them now. I already showed you the monthly grid for July. This is the monthly kit or monthly printable for July. And I don't think I used it anywhere, but this is what it looks like. And again, you can use these on any spread, not necessarily a monthly spread. But this is what the July monthly was, and I just showed you the spread that I used these stickers on. As you can see here, this is what I did. This is the July journaling stickers. And I know we're almost out of July, but I just wanted to share it anyway because I don't remember that I shared it on this channel. So just so you can get a good look, we got florals, we got abstract patriotic patterns in the background, and we also have some faces in the background as well. Then this is more functional, less decorative. Again, it was designed for July, but it can be used anytime. These are the label boxes. There's not a lot of colorways of the label boxes, but there will be more colors coming soon. So for July, there is the blue, of course, and this different size labels. This is kind of an option other than just the regular old basic boxes. So like these are basic boxes. Um, those are kind of a plan. But if you want something different, from the typical box. Like these are boxes, and then we got some shape boxes too. And then here is where how you can use the label boxes in combination with basic boxes or just by themselves. So we got label boxes and basic boxes. Let me see if there are some other spreads that I use labels. This is an example of the shapes. Again, all the colorways are not available in shapes, but there will be more and more coming soon. Um, Let me see. Where else did I use the labels? Here we go. So this was a halfway to Halloween spread, and again, a combination of basic boxes and the label boxes. Actually, I think I did more labels last year than I have this year because I had not print and cut more labels, but yeah, that gave you a few examples on how you can use them. So these are the blue. Then, of course, you can't just do white labels because it would just be a label shape, but there would be no colorful line around it. So I did a light gray in lieu of white. And I didn't mention this, but they come in two different sheets. So these sheets are different. That's one sheet, hopefully you can see, and then that's the other one. So there you go. Okay. Then we got the red. So this red, white, and blue for July. But red, again, you can use this for Valentine's Day. You can use this for Christmas, or you can use it for the hot days in the summertime, however you want to do it. Um, but again, all that's available on the Scrapcraftastic Patreon. And if you are an unlimited patron, you have access to all of the printables from the beginning to now. So from the start of that Patreon, you have everything. If you are a elite patron, you have access to it through the current month. So for July, as of the time of this recording, you would still have access to anything that doesn't expire until July 31st. I try to make that as fair as possible. So just going back in the past to ones that I may not have shared, this is the monthly kit or monthly printable for June, and it's very colorful. I could have gone with a Juneteenth theme, But I kind of went with a more funky look, more colorful look for June. Because I think I've done Juneteenth colors previously, and I am posting over on Patreon each month with a collection, a curated collection of the previous designs for that month. So, for instance, there is a post for June that shows all of the printables that would work great for a June spread, a June monthly, June journaling, however you want to do it. There is a post there with ideas from previous printables or digital downloads that you can choose from. That's the benefit of being an unlimited member. You have access to all of that. So I kind of do those posts to help you remember what you may already have in your stash or what you might want to download for use. All right, so this is June. Then this is the June rainbow themed journaling stickers. Again, they can be used on your craft projects, your cards, not just your planner, but your planner, your journal, however you want to use them. You can print them on your sticker paper and use them how you choose. And they work great for layering. And depending on the type of sticker paper you use, you can actually write on these as well. So that is the journaling stickers, and this is the scenes or deco stickers for the month of June. You got your rainbow theme, pride theme, florals. Again, I wanted it to be real funky, so she's got on her cute little outfit. And yeah, you got this disco ball, heart disco ball, but everything is basically rainbow themed. I print and cut two of these and didn't even get to use it. Then we got some rainbow boxes. This is something that's new where I'm doing a pattern design for the basic boxes. So these can be used any time of the year, any purpose. You have a more vibrant rainbow look and then a more subtle pastel rainbow look, but it's all like a watercolor rainbow. So we got basic boxes. This has the full size Happy Planner box, the full size Erin Condren size boxes. We got the appointment boxes, half boxes, and we've got the double boxes, the square monthly boxes, half monthly boxes, and we have the labels, the scallops, two sets of those. We usually have a shaded set, but because these are so busy and there is a pattern, I decided not to do the shaded boxes. So everything is just a white box with the decorative border. Then we have this sheet with the sidebar boxes, some more of the square boxes, and some smaller boxes that can work in any size planner, and then some more of the double box. More double. And I think I printed two of these. Yep, I did. I printed two of these because I had printer issues and I ended up printing two. Okay. So those are the rainbow. And the rainbow, I think the pattern sets are going to come as 1, 2, 3, 4 sheets. Normally, basic boxes is 6 sheets, but the rainbow or the patterned designs will come with 4 sheets. Again, available to Scrapcraftastic patrons. And here is another one that I don't think I shared because it was kind of late. This is for July scenes, and we have some actual scenes. We got like a turquoisey blue and golden colorway. And this one is a little different than what the scenes normally are. So things are changing a little bit. But yeah, this is the July scenes. It came out late, so I know I didn't share that. And I'm pretty sure I shared this one. This is the May monthly, and I vaguely remember sharing it here, but I'm going to start doing a dedicated video each month just for the printables that are available to patrons or channel members or whatever membership they're available to, and even the freebies. I'm going to do a dedicated video for that so that you will know what's available and I can keep up with what's available. All right. Also, I printed just the monthly calendar for the classic size monthly printable insert without the cut lines. So all of the inserts The printable inserts come with cut lines. I had a special request to make the classic size without the cut lines, and that allows this to be used as letter size too. So there's no cut lines. You can just punch, put it in a 3-ring binder, full-size binder, or punch and put it on your disc, and it's ready to go. You don't have to cut anything if you use this as letter size. I'm going to be using it in my composition notebook for August. So I'll need to trim it down just like I did these. I'll need to trim it down. I can't believe I wasted all of this. And add it to these pages. I had originally thought I was going to do this a different way, but for now I think it's too much to do the weekly, so we're going to stick with doing the monthly. So we're going to trim this down real quick and add this in, and then we'll add the inserts to the half letter and go from there. Because I don't have cut lines on this, what I kind of do is line the edge of the grid to the edge of this plastic thing, this guide or whatever it is called. And I just trim it that way. It doesn't have to be accurate. I don't need this to be the exact same size as the page. So that's why I do that. I just do the best I can. So I got the trimmer out. Let's go ahead and cut down the August vertical half letter. And for this, I'm just going to take a chance and cut it right down the middle. So on the 11-inch side, I'm just going to trim it at 5.5. Right. Let's go ahead and glue this down. Make sure I don't lose my page. I think I'm going to line it up like that, or hopefully I have some glue in here. I'm going to use this dot liner, and if I don't have enough, I'm going to switch over to the little Dollar Tree one that I have. Yeah, it just ran out, and I don't know where the refills are off the top of my head. So you could use glue stick for this too. I'm just going to use this craft glue dot runner from Dollar Tree. It doesn't have much, but I'm going to use it anyway. Then I'll deal with the other one later. Hopefully this isn't stiff like, that's not bad. The Elmer's glue one is so stiff that it used to rip my paper. All right, so let's line this up. I might have to go back and grab a few more of these because they're not stiff. They roll pretty easily. I mean, it's a fair amount on there. It's just that I was doing a lot with it the first time I used one, and I used it up really fast. So, oh, can't drive straight. So that's done and ready to go. Let's go ahead and put August in here. And I'm gonna stick it in this section here. See, I use old paper for these, how yellow they are compared to the newer paper. This is my mushroom punch. Probably shouldn't be working on top of my stuff. Let's make sure we got things going the right way. I think this is the way we need to go. Yes. Set this to junior. Right. So there we go. We got August ready to go here. Grid space to do whatever with. Got another monthly. Then the weeklies for the month. More grid space. And then the back title page. So that one's set and ready to go. Let's get this one set and ready to go. So this is going to be August. I don't recall if I was leaving title pages. I think I stopped doing that in this because I don't want to run out of space. So I had already marked on this page because I had ideas on how I wanted to do things, but I've changed my mind since then. All right, so let's get this out. Need the paper trimmer again. I'm going to cut this in half first, and then we'll trim down as needed to fit in the B6. Then, let's see. I think we can trim the top and bottom together. We're just going to take a smidge off of the top and bottom. This is printed on sticker paper, so we don't have to worry about gluing anything down. The only reason I don't print the composition notebook monthly on sticker paper is because it's so big that I risk messing it up trying to place it on the paper. And to me, it's just a lot easier to use the dot runner to do it. So that's why. All right. So that came out good. So 84% is pretty good. So if you want to use the half letter in a B6, you can just trim down 84% and you won't lose very much of your design. It's not going to fit perfectly, but you won't lose the design. Now I like to round my corners because the corners of this are rounded. So let's do that. I use a crocodile, but you can use any corner rounder. I usually do the 1/4 inch. I think that's the wrong one. That's the ticket and stub one. This is the one that does the corner rounding. But yeah, I use the 1/4 inch size because it's closest to the size of this. And I said that and just punched it the wrong size. Mm, How did I even do that? I hardly ever use the 1/2 inch rounder because it's just too big to me. All right, let's place this. I'm trying to decide which side I want to use to start with. I'll start with this side, the bottom. How do I want to line this up? Kind of want it closer to the center. I think I figured that out the last time that that's what I wanted to do. See, even to put the sticker paper down on this B6 size, I feel a little nervous that I might get it wrinkled up. And I have in the past done that, but it'll be fine. So now I just need to come back, put my August sticker on, put my weekly days of the week stickers on. You want to do that now? Let's do the days of the week real quick. I won't bore you with putting down the date dots. I'll do that on my own time. But let's go ahead and put down the days of the week. Trying to use up all of these Piper Paper Company stickers. I'm pretty sure we did this last month, didn't we? I don't remember. I think we did. this is a perfect use for these. They're small scripts, so they're gonna work great. Except for Wednesday, of course, because Wednesday's always a problem. Okay. And I know um if you've been around for a while, you already know about this, but I'm just gonna remind or let the new folks know that if you want to make this sticker book or something similar, maybe smaller, I do have a video showing how I made this and what I used to make it. These are photo albums on the inside. See, 4x6 photo albums, and they work great for your small stickers, your small sticker sheets. And if you do printables, it works great too. So, and this is what it looks like. And I just use old Happy Planner stickers. It's got washi tape stuck to it. I use laminated paper and some old uh, Happy Planner stickers as a decoration for the cover. I wasn't really using the stickers just to get some use out of them. And then the inside is washi tape, a washi tape design. Okay. It's pretty old, several years old. I'll link to the video in the description box below and in the iCard up above if you're interested in making your own sticker book. But that is it for this video. Again, I'm going to put in the description box what you get with each membership if you're interested in becoming a member. If you are a patron, look for new printables coming soon. I have some ideas of things to add to the August for August. So even though we're coming up on August really fast here, I am going to be adding a couple more things that you can use, and you can use them any time of the year. As you can see, this is not specifically for August. This was just the design that came to me for August. Anywho, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.